What's up, everybody? And just because I missed a few, what's up? What's up, everybody? Peter McKinnon here, and welcome back to yet another 2-Minute Tuesday. It's so great to have you here and see all of your smiling faces. It's probably gonna be more than 2 minutes. Disclaimer, today we're talking about something that I keep in my kit no matter where I go. Traveling, photography, every day, riding a snowmobile. It doesn't matter. It goes with me everywhere. You need one of these. It's not that expensive to put together, but it could save your life, literally, figuratively, and all of those good things. Today we're talking about my EDC pouch that lives in my camera bag. Essentials, folks, essentials. Also, that intro, you probably thought that was editing. That was all me. It wasn't skipping. That was all me. Intro. Oh, that was a big bang. Oh, I think my laptop's in here too. Okay, this is not a what's in my camera bag video. That video is coming in 2019. I usually do one per year, although everything has switched from the beginning of this year in February. I'm just talking about one particular thing that's in my camera bag, which is actually like 15 things. What are you talking about? What are you actually talking about? I'll show you. Let's just get to it. All right, so let's go ahead. Open this up. This little thing right here, I can't leave home without it. If I'm going shooting, if I'm going anywhere, if I'm going on my sled, if I'm doing anything at all, I have to have this with me. One other thing that doesn't actually fit in here, deep into the depths of, I'm exaggerating, this tiny little mini roll of gaff tape. I used to carry a big roll, now I carry a mini roll, just because that doesn't fit very well. This fits perfect. Don't need the rest of this. Coming next year, early 2019. Okay. This here, folks, is my emergency EDC photographer's pouch that will save your life. I mean, it might save your life, who knows? It's very plausible that it could, both, figuratively and literally, depending on the situation that you're in. Open the pouch, Peter. I know you're all saying, open the pouch. Firstly, I'm gonna link everything below because there's a lot in here. There's this thing is stuffed. There are so many little things. This is really gonna be like, if going off a side note here, this is gonna be a good deep dive into how meticulous and weird I am as an individual carrying these things on a daily basis. Maybe not. So the reason I'm making this video and the reason I carry all this stuff that I'm gonna get into in a second is because there's always a time, I don't care who you are, I don't care where you live, there's always a time when you need something that you don't have. And it's always the stupidest thing. Do you have a set of pliers? Like, yeah, here you go, dude. Just get those back to me. No one's gonna have pliers. Do you have some scissors? Do you have Band-Aids? Do you have aspirin? People are always asking for something. Do you have anything I can tighten this tripod thing down with? Hey, do you have any tape that I could flag off this? Do you have any, can I glue this back on? How would I? You never have what you need for the most part when you need it. You always gotta go find it. You gotta make a pit stop. Then the shoot's on hold, or this guy might have it, but he's not there. There's always, you just carry something like this, you have everything. You're the person. You are the person that has everything in this pouch. Let's get into what's inside it. Imagine I just ended the video right here. So that's it. It's a great pouch. Hit that like button. No, we're not gonna do that. Boom, right here. That is the contents. You can see it's pretty much like a basic little pouch with a bunch of cargo strapping sewn together to give you different compartments to slide different things into. Let's just start knocking off the list, just small things. So number one, flashlight. I always use a flashlight, be it that I use it for lens flares on the lens to find things in my camera bag, use it at night, light something. This is a light with 1, 2, 3 different modes, super bright. That's something that I've found useful to always keep in a camera bag. And instead of throwing all these little bits into a camera bag randomly, I just throw them all in here and then it just lives in my bag in a nice, clean, tidy arrangement. Back behind in this little pocket here, I keep a little baggie of extra batteries for that flashlight. That just kind of tucks into the back here. There's some pockets behind it, which I love. You can never have enough pockets. If I was to open up this little bag here, because you might be like, yo, show me what else is in that bag. Oh, I plan to. AA. This is always something like, does anyone have a AA battery? No, no one ever does. Does anyone have a AAA battery? No, no one ever does. Does anyone have a CR2 battery? Actually, no one ever does. The stores don't even have these, but this is for my flashlight, so smart to keep a spare battery for whatever light you're using, just in case it dies. And then these, you're gonna laugh at me, but these are crazy glue, one-time use little tubes. You might be thinking, you actually, I mean, I don't keep this stuff in my pockets, but if I need to glue something to the camera, to anything at all, to wardrobe, anything like that, one-time crazy glue, like it's so small, it makes no difference if it's there or if it's not there. So I find that to be very handy. I've only used it once. It just feels good knowing that if I need to use it, it's there. And that's kind of like what this whole pouch is. And then this tiny little thing of earplugs, mostly for the airplane. I do a lot of air travel and I find it easier to sleep when I have earplugs in. So these are just like disposable happy ears. I don't know how many times you can use them, but they're pretty cheap. They come in this hilarious, cute little case. The smaller the better with this stuff. Like, I'm not looking forward to take up a ton of room. There you go. That's how small they are. So very small, and that just, all that stuff goes in this little bag. Okay, so moving on. You've got a lighter. Obviously, if you need to light anything, you have it. I haven't used this yet, but like, oh, you like that? I'm here all week. Always handy to have one of these just in case. I have a little tube of Aleve. I specifically chose Aleve because it's good for back pain, and carrying the amount of gear that I have on my back with my camera bag when I'm traveling, this stuff comes in handy. Don't use it if you don't need to. This is bad for your liver, bad for your life, but you know, sometimes it saves you in a pinch. On top of that, speaking of being saved in a pinch, $50 bill, just in here, cash is king. You always need this. Comes into parking, you're trying to find where to go for a shoot, you pull up, they only take 20s, whatever. You at least have enough money for parking and food and gas or whatever, so 50's good. Used to keep a 20 in there, but I found that not to be enough in the case where I forgot my wallet entirely. 50 bucks could pretty much get me out of whatever I need to get out of, so don't make fun of how I say that, okay? I'm Canadian. Leave me alone. Sorry. Behind that, so behind that pouch, back in here, I actually keep, zip ties. No, not to bound anyone's wrists with, that's creepy. You can pretty much mount anything to anything with these. If you need to put something on a tripod, a remote to a light stand, anything to a light stand, flags, that kind of thing, things to your camera backpack, fix a zipper. If you're somewhere where you think your bag might get ripped off, you can zip tie it to something, or you can zip tie the zippers together on your bag to, you know, prevent any kind of theft if you're super paranoid. There's just so many uses for zip ties all the time in life. That's another thing, like, hey man, do you happen to have any zip ties with you? No, man, no. It's never gonna happen. No one has zip ties, ever. Getting to the right side of this pouch, multi-tool. Obviously, that's like having an entire toolbox in your backpack as well without having to have an entire toolbox. Now, I'm not like the biggest fan. This is a Leatherman. Just like I could never actually rock this as like an everyday carry. You guys know I carry a little pocket knife because it does what I need to do, and it's just a much smaller, much tidier package. The Leatherman, it's good, but it's, you know, it's there if you need it. It's got a flat head, it's got a Phillips, it's got a bottle opener, it's got a file, it's got a bunch of different knives and a saw and all this kind of stuff. Like, I would probably never actually use this knife. I'd never use it like this either, this Edward Scissorhands looking thing. I mean, having a knife is better than no knife, especially with how useful they are. Just the fact that it has all of those accessories built into itself, that's useful. So having that in your camera bag has come in handy for me many times. Also, getting a filter stuck on your lens and you just need to get it off. Hope for the best, yank it, good luck to you. Not a good idea, don't recommend it, but if you have to do it, you have to do it. I did it once, I just smashed the glass and it was awful. I'm scarred. I still think about it. Rest in peace. Multi-tool, there's also a ruler on here, never used it, but it's there. Next up, paracord. That's just kind of like the EDC junkie inside me. I don't really have a use for paracord. I'm sure there is one. I did learn recently how to clutch start my snowmobile with a rope. So if I ever got stuck in the woods and I was shooting and making a vlog and my key wasn't working and the pull start wasn't working, I could take the side off, wrap this around the clutch and clutch start it myself with a rope. So that is handy. I'm sure there's other things you could use this for. Rigging, tying knots, tying something to the back of your camera bag if it has webbing on the back. Like I said, there's always a use for all this stuff, including you got a marker right here. Always have use for a Sharpie. Literally, I've used a Sharpie, like since the beginning of time. That is very handy to also have. I used to carry a notebook. Doesn't fit in here, but sometimes if someone does a really bad parking job, I like to write how bad their parking job was on that notebook and stick it in their windshield wiper there, just so they know. Just so you know going forward, that was very bad. That was horrible. You are not good at this. Moving on to the inside of this, I live in Canada. Gotta have those hand warmers. That comes in handy more than you'd expect. You got some Band-Aids, you got some hand sanitizers, because people in places are mostly gross, and yeah, that's a thing. And then I have a couple safety pins attached to the top here, because again, all those little things that you never have with you. I also threw a little lanyard bead on the end of the zipper just to make it easier and faster to open. And then last but not least, just on the inside here, patriotism. Yeah, this has no use. It's just it's cool that it's black and white, just because, you know, it's normally red and white. And that is the contents of my photography EDC camera bag essentials pouch that I think everybody could benefit rocking in their camera bag. Okay, folks, so that is it. That is the pouch. That is all the things I recommend you keep in your kit if you are going out to shoot, explore, travel, whatever with photography. Keep in mind, if you are traveling, I don't believe you can bring a lighter on an airplane or a knife unless you are checking this. I still think a lighter is not allowed. Don't take my word for that. I don't know the actual facts. When I do travel with this, I remove the Leatherman and the lighter. I go with something more local depending on what I'm doing. All right, so with that out of the way, that's today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Blew past that 2 minutes. It wasn't even 2 minutes. Did we even put the timer on this video? We just don't even care anymore, do we? We'll get better. We'll get better. Hit that like button if you like this video. Smash it. If that's something that you're into, 2018 style. Subscribe if you aren't already. And I will see you guys next Thursday. Old school. See ya.